Okay, so this is the second attempt. I was spending about 10 minutes doing this and didn't realize I wasn't recording. New to the whole YouTube thing and trying to make things pretty fun and interactive. And this is my tank. It is a 10-gallon filled with a scooter bunny, a clownfish, that is a hand coral. And right next to the scooter bunny is some red zoas. They look like Fruit Loops to me. That is a Duncan and some green star polyps. This is a sunburnt meteor cephastria. It is really coming back because you can tell when it focuses that there is quite a bit of new growth in there, and new heads. I have teeny little anemones. Some of them are pretty big, some of them are pretty small, and they're just really neat. And these are some green zoas. There are some hermit crabs in here, but we're just not seeing them at the moment. That is a huge clump of Cheeto algae. Works like my micro farm, sorry. There's about half a dozen different types of micro crustaceans that live in here, including spaghetti worms and teeny tiny worms that live in the sand, and little filter worms. You won't really be able to see them, but they look like upside down clumps, let's call it. And then there are some limpets, and the whole flow to the tank is set up through little crevices and diffused setups. There is about a dozen softball-sized rocks in here, very porous in nature, and some of them are sandstone. Basically, they're a mineral content that will break down over time and help evolve the tank. That is a Oba Joa 10, I think, or 25 mini powerhead wave maker, and comes with a controller. That is my hang on the back. It is massive and filled with all sorts of stuff. You can see the controller for the wave maker. That is my light. I don't want to blind anybody. And that is my additional light that helps with shadows. Well, contrast, keeps the shadows away, really. Or I can change the colors, and I can do all sorts of things to the actual hue chroma of the tank. And it is actually something that I would recommend. Yes, the corals and the wavelengths essentially are set up based on physics through the lighting of the depth of the water, and most of the time it is generally blue, but I will say, at different azimuths or angles of the sun, there are subtle extra colors in the wavelength, but that's maybe a different discussion for another time, an actual dedicated video on that. But this is my 10-gallon reef tank. Hope you enjoyed. Try to keep it kind of quick and simple. Hopefully these will take off, and I will have actually something more fun and more interactive to show you guys as time goes on. On the way out, please leave a like if you liked it.